and welcome to Europhoria, a podcast where we look back on the great, glam and garish of Eurovision past. My name's Isobel Chilman and I'm joined, as ever, by a man who's so confident about his upcoming move to the Big Apple, you can often hear him muttering the words, "So bring it on, I'm a dreamer. If you don't believe it, come and see me and I'll teach you. If you never try, you'll never be alive. You are going to miss out on this ride." Before he starts madly yodeling and rapping at the same time, it's Roland Bodman.
Hi. We're really pushing the limits of this little thing we've got going on, aren't we?
Can you tell us struggle today?
I liked it. I was a fan.
Hey, mate.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
I'm okay. I've been
chasing your passport around.
Well, chasing my passport, and today I've been doing a full day's teaching people how to make podcasts, and now I'm making a podcast.
He's a bloody expert, guys.
So, yeah, it's just a very podcasty day.
This is going to be your life, mate, at some point. Just podcasts.
I wish. I hope so. One day. We'll see.
One day.
We'll see.
One day.
Podcast after podcast after podcast.
That's the life.
That's the dream.
That is the dream.
I feel like the need to do the next thing.
The next thing?
Yeah.
Can I introduce you?
Please.
Introduce you?
Introduce me.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Entice.
Can I entice you with a lovely bottle of
blue
unpronounceable from Moldova? I was going to give it a go. There's literally no way I can say any of these words.
That is...
Eje Velitshetsva.
The label is the most Eastern European label I've ever seen. It wouldn't be out of place on a bottle of vodka. It looked quite vodka-y. It looks great though.
Isn't it great? I found this in an odd newsagents near my house. I went in and said, I had a look around, tried to find like loads of bottles of wine, loads of booze there, like the booze specialists. And then couldn't see anything that was like of not of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Started wandering out. The woman was like, "Oh, can I help?" And I was like, "Oh, I was just looking for a bottle of wine that wasn't from somewhere normal." And she was like, "Oh, we have." And she started showing me all the wines. And she was like, "We have stuff from Australia." And I was like, "No, like somewhere that's not normal." And she kind of looked at me. I was like, "Just somewhere that's not where you'd normally find a bottle of wine." And she went,
She didn't take you around the back, did she?
Well, I mean, we've got this bit, and over like the other side that wasn't even. It was near like the Buckfast wines and stuff. She was like, "We've got this one." I was like, "Yes, no, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. That's ideal." She was like, "Oh, okay." Completely confused as to why I'd want it. Isn't it the most fantastic bottle? I've taken a photo of it next to, because you found the lovely Moldovan red.
Yes.
That had that clay Hessian sack thing.
Yeah.
So I took a photo of the two of them together because I've still got the bottle at my house.
I feel like they're our strongest, definitely. We don't know what
great.
this tastes like.
Don't know what this is going to be like. Okay, right. I'm going to pass this over to you, mate.
Okay, I'm going to do it. You been up to much? Anything in particular?
Well, we had some fun at the weekend, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds dubious. Not like that.
Oh no, sorry. No.
Friday night.
Yeah. Sorry, I completely forgot. Oh my god, I completely forgot.
How did you forget, Roland?
Because I'm moving to New York in a week, and I have to think about
there's
that.
a lot on your head. On Friday evening, we went to the wonderful RVT, the Royal Vauxhall Tavern, absolute godsend institution in South London for the LGBTQ community, and saw the glorious Polly Genova perform at Eurofest night.
Man.
It was great.
It was great, and she was great. She was absolutely great, and everyone there in the crowd was completely going for it. It was brilliant.
Amazing. And we saw a couple of lovely Eurovision pals of ours, the wonderful Matt Baker, of Blue Peter.
Yeah.
Lovely to see you, Matt, and your buddies as always. We had a good old boogie to some classic Eurovision hits.
It was such a good night.
Oh, it was really good. I was not feeling very well, so wasn't at my best, but it felt like...
Well, you lit up as soon as you walked in there.
Good. As soon as I walked in there.
I felt
she was incredible.
Ever more in love with Polly, and
didn't we all?
she was great. It was amazing seeing it because it's not like massive, the RVT.
No, there must be a good few hundred people in there,
but like compared to like having only experienced her really like on a stage at Eurovision and then in front of 200 million people, it was really cool to see her that close up. And she was absolutely great. Her voice was amazing.
Yeah, solid work by the Eurofest bunch. You put that on as well. Amazing. That was the first one of their events that I've been to, but I'm for sure going to some other ones.
Yeah, it was really good. Great
so
DJs,
good.
Great music.
Yeah, great crowd.
Well done, everyone. Right, you ready? Here we go.
Oh,
That was
good
a clean
pop.
pop. Yeah, that was a very clean pop.
That makes me happy about this.
Let's see. Do you want to pour or shall I?
Oh, you've got it.
Okay, I'll pour. Here we go. You ready?
You'll be mother.
Very yellow. Oh my god. Cheers.
Well, bottoms up.
Yeah, we'll see. It's quite sweet. It's quite sweet. I'm all right. It tastes
I'm
like
into a sweet wine.
tastes like banana.
Do you think?
Yeah, it got banana taste to me.
It still doesn't beat for me the Slovenian one. That was my favourite.
I'm sure
that was
they're-
one of my favourite wines I think I've ever had. That was the one where we got absolutely battered.
Oh,
So, mate, I've got a little bit of
Eurovision.
Eurovision news.
What's your news?
So, mate, off the back of a conversation we had on Friday with Matt Baker, talking about how can we get one of Roland's songs into Eurovision?
Yeah.
We're gonna get, maybe we should put it in for the English entry, but actually there's so much competition there. Maybe we should go for a smaller country.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if we could get like a smaller country to play one of Roland's songs and have that as the Eurovision entry. Well, mate, as announced yesterday, San Marino introduces Europe-wide casting to pick 2018 contestant.
I've seen this. I have seen this, and I am extremely excited. I am prime for this.
Listen to this, mate. Broadcaster San Marino RTV launched their search for Lisbon moments ago during a televised press conference. The broadcaster's Eurovision team will collaborate with London-based production company 1in360 Limited to find their candidate under the motto, any country, any genre, any age.
That's me. I'm all of those things.
You're any of them. You're anything.
I'm any genre.
Just
I'm any
anything.
country.
They want anything. So you've got to permit. It's really easy to do it as well. They're going to find an internet candidate.
That's me!
Talent from all over Europe and beyond are invited to submit performance videos on the 1in360.com website until 30th of November.
Oh, so I've got a while.
We've got over a month left.
But I've got to do a performance video. So I have to do it live.
To make it through the first round, interested candidates are encouraged to submit covers, but original songs will also be considered. Well, we've got loads of original songs, San Marino.
We got loads of them. I tell you what.
San Marino. That was one of the countries we
Genius.
named on Friday as well. We're like, San Marino would take us.
Yeah, San Marino would take us. You know what though? I think that's genius from San Marino.
Really
I
good.
think like even if they don't pick me, I think that's a great way of getting interest from people because if
They're
you
a small place, they're a small
place,
country.
yeah.
They've got to maybe outsource this kind of stuff, as we've discussed before, because bless you, San
There's only a
Marino,
few.
there's not been a lot of like high Eurovision talent coming through, has there?
on their YouTube video for this, it says San Marino RTV /1in360. I thought that meant like there's like 360 performers in San Marino and you could be one of them. There's like so few, it's like just you could be one of them.
It would be really good, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
We've got to do it.
I'm going to do it.
We've got to do it.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah. Right, we're going for it. You've heard it here first.
We're
We're
going.
going to try and get one of Roland's songs in as San Marino's Eurovision entry. That's all me news.
Yeah, that was my news as well. I was very excited about it too. It seems like the ideal opportunity. It will probably still end up being, what's her name again though?
No, it's always...
What's her name?
Yeah.
She'll enter and they'll go, oh yeah, she's good. We should enter her. It'll be her again.
So that's all the news. I have got one bit of any other business from old Europhoria friend, lovely Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan. He says, hey, Roland and Isobel.
Hey.
Currently catching up on some older podcasts. So forgive me my references to old news and old podcasts. When Roland brought up his quest for the Eurovision murder in one episode, I naturally became curious and looked it up myself.
Sharp.
After a few minutes of looking, I found this incredibly bizarre article entitled Melody Festivalen Leads to Murder.
No.
Link below. And it was very morbidly amusing. I unfortunately did not find a true Eurovision murder. Apologies for the misleading subject line of this email. But I thought you might like to read about this Melfest-related altercation.
Wow.
So the story itself, it's only a short article, and I've only had I haven't had time to look into this properly. So I'm not going to go into great detail because if I can find, like, I want to do some research and maybe do a whole episode on this. But there was a murder in Sweden, and the reason given for it was
Melfest.
she wouldn't let me watch the first round of Melfest.
Oh man, I mean that's terrible reason to
Right.
kill someone, but also They're
We're
passionate.
Gonna cover that.
They're passionate Melody Fest
I mean,
fans,
we've all been
aren't
there.
We haven't murdered.
Jonathan goes on, I'm also very excited about the prospect of an American Eurovision spin-off. I agree with you that it shouldn't just be the US and that all North American and South American countries should be included. For the US's pre-selection, I think there should be a Melfest-esque show where a representative from each state is sent to a series of semi-finals and eventually a final.
Yeah.
I would be here for that.
Yeah.
Another bit of news I'm excited about is San Marino's Eurovision press conference, which we've just announced. Still loving the podcast and hoping you're all finding peace in the midst of your currently hectic lives.
We are. We always find peace
cheers,
here on
Jonathan,
Europhoria.
mate.
We found peace. We find peace every evening when we record this. This is our peace.
This is our
And
bit
then,
of solace.
Yeah,
in a
we
week
leave the room and we go back into the
mayhem.
chaos of our lives.
No, it's fine. We're all fine. Thanks, Jonathan. That's such a lovely ending. We've had some really beautifully worded emails recently.
Thanks, everyone.
Such
It's
wonderful
really kind of
poetic
you.
souls, aren't you?
Thanks.
Right.
Cool.
Story?
Yeah, let's do
Let's
a
just crack
story.
on.
Let's just get on with it, shall we?
Get on with it, guys.
Let's get on with it.
So, story this week.
Yeah.
It's I said to you before, it's a little fun one.
Yeah.
Just a little fun
It's a
one.
little fun one
Nothing
for your
too
ears.
serious, nothing
Yeah.
too heavy.
Yeah.
Just a little light one, a little light-hearted, fun one this week.
Good.
Off the back of something that came out on Friday, actually, a discussion that we had on Friday night outside the RVT.
Interesting.
About my friend Benji's, well, the artist that performed my friend Benji's favourite Eurovision song ever, which also contains some of the greatest lyrics ever written.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
as soon as my opening lines on this, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yes.
Erik Saade was born in Katarp, Sweden, the second of 8 siblings and half-siblings.
Oh.
Saade began singing after seeing Michael Jackson on TV, and his other musical influences are Robbie Williams, Bryan Adams, the Backstreet Boys, and Justin Timberlake.
Robbie Williams shouldn't be in there with that. I mean, he's done some stuff, hasn't he? But he shouldn't really be there
Rock
on that
DJ
list.
is still pretty great.
Rock DJ. I quite liked some of the times he tried to rap, but that's just me. I feel like I feel empathy
That's one of the
with
ones
him.
he tried to rap in.
Oh, it is. Me with your torso,
Kicking with your photo, moving the money and the girls in my muscle. Wave your hands if you're
That's
not
it. We
with
can't
a
do it
man.
anymore. Otherwise, we have to pay.
Sorry. Thanks, Robbie.
Yeah, cheers, Robbie.
Erik first sang on stage at his mother's wedding when he was 6 years old and
Wow.
began writing songs aged 13. Winning the Swedish music contest Joker, later renamed Popcorn with a K.
I love that shit, man. Popcorn.
There's loads of
With a
so many
K.
crap
That
names
is
in this. You're going to
great.
really like it.
Yeah, I love it.
And then signed a record deal aged 15.
Wow, that's quick. So he started. What did he first? He started writing songs when he was
Sang
13.
at 6, wrote at 13.
It's only 2 years.
Won a contest, record deal at 15. In 2007, Saade was a founding member of What's Up! Exclamation mark.
Yes. Love
a
it.
Swedish boy band whose members were picked from a competition attracting hundreds of applicants.
Literally hundreds.
Literally hundreds of applicants.
200 maybe.
What's Up! Exclamation mark. Began touring Sweden in the spring of 2008 and released an album, In Pose.
Wow, all of these.
It gets better.
All
better.
of these.
Which spent a week on the Swedish album charts at number 40.
Okay.
The album spawned 2 singles.
Yeah. Okay.
Go Girl! Exclamation mark.
I'm so happy.
And If I Told You Once, which
Yeah.
I think sounds vaguely threatening.
If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. Get out of my house. That's the lyrics. I know it well.
There you go. The band recorded the Swedish version of the theme for Disney's Camp Rock. You don't like that wine, do you?
I'm not sure
just
about
made a
this
face.
wine. You've been missing it, but I've been making that face every time I take a sip. I'll drink it, but I'll make that face whenever I take a sip.
It's dubious.
It's very strawy.
It's dubious.
Tastes like a field.
It might be out of date. Who knows? We're drinking
It's
it now.
fine. Wine doesn't go out of date. It's not fizzy. It doesn't taste fizzy. That's fine.
Eric's involvement in Camp Rock led to his hosting a show inspired by the movie. His first venture away from the band.
I thought you meant Camp Rock, like
Camp Rock is like a genre, music genre.
Camp Rock. Camp Rock sounds great. No, sorry, you were talking about the movie Camp Rock.
The movie Camp Rock.
Not Camp Rock.
Not Camp Rock. Camp
Although,
Rock.
maybe I'll write a Camp Rock song next week.
Go for it. I'd be up for that. In August 2009, he signed with Swedish record label Roxy Recordings and released his first solo single, Sleepless, later that year.
So good, so good.
The names get
Where's
better.
he from?
Sweden.
Oh, yeah, no, I was going to say. Yeah, of course he is. Yeah, the Swedes fucking know how. They just like pop. Names. They just say a word and you're like, that's pop. That's pop.
Just you wait, it gets better. In February 2010 came Sade's first bout with the musical beast that is Melody Festivalen. He entered with the song Man Boy.
Come on. Go on, Man Boy.
Winning his semi-final, but finishing third overall.
Man Boy sounds like a monster. Like torso of a man, legs of a boy. It's Man Boy. Oh, help me. Kill me.
It's horrifying. But never to mind that it didn't win Melody Fest. His Man Boy reached number 1 on the domestic single and ringtone chart.
Ringtone chart?
Yeah, they still had a ringtone chart back in 2010
wow.
and went platinum in Sweden.
In the ringtone charts? No, in real life?
In the domestic single and ringtone charts.
Wow. So basically, if there was ever a call in Sweden during that month, you know what song was being played?
Man Boy.
Man Boy. Hey, everybody, it's Man Boy. Man Boy number 5. I don't know. It's just words, isn't it?
2010 was a big year for Eric. In the January of that year, he won the Scandi Pop Brightest New Hope Award.
He's been going for a while, though.
Which is something from...
That's kind of desperate.
Like Star Wars,
like,
no?
You're on Brightest New Hope.
Brightest New Hope.
Wow.
In March, he was nominated for a press award for Man Boy. In May, he released his first solo album, Masquerade.
Oh, come on.
So
How has he come up with these words?
So good. And later in the year, he began his first solo tour, playing 24 dates in Sweden.
Good for him.
Good for Eric.
Man Boy.
Man Boy.
Eric
Masquerade.
Sade, the Man Boy.
What's up?
What's up? All of these could be great podcast names as well. Like Popcorn, great.
Popcorn with a
like,
K.
It's like a pop culture thing.
But with the members of Korn.
With the members of Korn. What's Up is a podcast aimed at hot young teens.
Yeah.
Hey teens, what's up? I got a fidget spinner and I'm not afraid to use it. Popcorn.
We're going to talk to you about today about sexting.
Yeah.
And the dangers of sending your nudie bits to someone you don't know that well.
How to use sex safely in modern day. I've got an app called Snapchat. And I found out that kids like to send each other rude messages.
That is what's up. By now, Eric was a household name in Sweden.
Good.
So, the only smart thing for him to do in February 2011,
bloody,
he went back to Melfest.
Melfest.
Hell fucking yeah.
They all do, don't they, them Swedish artists?
I would, if I could sing and was from Sweden.
Every year.
Just every year. This time he went back with the song Popular.
Yeah.
Popular.
Yes.
Benji's favourite Eurovision song.
It's great.
Eric obviously smashed his way through the semis in the final to become Sweden's choice for the Eurovision Song Contest 2011.
Correct. Decision, Sweden.
Correct. Eric performed on the 12th of May 2011 in the second semi-final of Eurovision that year in 8th position of the lineup. Popular was the last song to be announced to qualify for the grand final.
But that's
edge of your seat stuff.
That's no evidence of the amount of votes he got, is it?
No,
it's random. Okay, but still.
Because it was actually later revealed that he finished first in his semi-final. Absolutely nailed it.
Cheeky of the announcers, leaving it till last.
Oh, they love to do that, don't they? They do that at the X Factor as well.
You're like, it can't be him. It can't be going. It can't be out.
In general, Popular received and my word's going to fail me again.
That's fine, don't worry.
I'm going to dub over. In general, Popular received positive reviews from critics, with Pop Justice writing, "This is just one of the songs that will make the United Kingdom look stupid at this year's Eurovision."
Oh no, just one of most of them.
But that year was Blue, and you know I've got a soft spot for Blue that year. I can't hear a bad word said about them boys.
Yeah.
They've all gone bankrupt over the years.
Yeah, haven't they?
I really, really like Anthony Costa.
Yeah,
I really like him. He's just the sweetest boy, I think. I've really got a soft spot for them.
Yeah.
So no more bad mouth.
That's
Blue,
tough
guys.
though.
Come on.
Yeah.
We're going to take a little listen to the song now, Roland.
Yay.
and to what are quite possibly the greatest opening lyrics to any song ever.
Come on.
Stop, don't say that it's impossible, 'cause I know it's possible. Though I know you never look my way, I can say you will one day. I can say you will one day. I will be popular, I will be popular. I'm gonna get there. Popular, my body wants.
Great.
So if you didn't hear those opening lyrics, guys, the opening lines of the song are, stop, don't say that it's impossible, 'cause I know it's possible.
I mean, he makes a point.
We laughed at that for about 20 minutes
Don't
on Friday.
say it's possible. I know, it's possible.
And about the lyrics in general to it are amazing, because
so
it is
good.
the campest song. And when you watch it as well, when you watch that performance with the dancers and him and the way they're styled, I mean, it's very, it's very
dramatic.
Actually, I was going to say it's very 2011. It's not. I think it's like very 2008.
Yeah,
like the styling of stuff.
2007,
You can tell that he loves the Backstreet Boys and
Yeah.
that he like influences.
Oh, yeah.
Like it is very early noughties boy band vibes.
Totally.
But it's the campest song in the world.
My-
but then it has the lines of like, my body wants you, girl.
Just thrown in. So, like, that's the thing.
No,
is
it
it's like,
doesn't.
yeah. No, it doesn't, mate. It really doesn't. It's okay. Like, it doesn't. Like, I was saying, it's like, it was like it's been written by, like, a yet to come out, like, young teen boy who's like, mainly I want to be popular. I'm going to be really popular.
I'm gonna be
cool.
famous. I'm gonna be a star.
And I'll also say, like, oh, my body wants you.
Yeah, no, I
girl,
also want a
'cause that's-
girlfriend,
Yeah,
too.
and then, but mainly I'm going to be a star. I'm going to be amazing. Like, it's so good. I absolutely love it. Like, the one line thrown in, my body wants you, girl. I will be puppy. You learn. Like, it's so good. So good.
Really
He breaks
great.
out of a glass cube at one point.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Next bit, mate.
Okay.
During his performance, Eric had a glass box wall on stage that was that he broke out of.
Bloody hell. You know what? I always feel sorry for the people who have to sweep up after all of these songs,
bloody
right?
hell,
That's a lot
nightmare.
of glass.
And they've only got about 2 minutes to do
Yeah,
it.
no,
haven't they?
seriously. It's crazy. That's a big brush. Or 5 brushes. You'll get the guys who do the curling brushing.
Oh, they just go for
They'll
it.
go like that and curl up all the
Oh, when
ice.
there's loads of water on stage.
Yeah, how'd you do that? After Jedward?
God, they're magic, aren't they?
Nightmare.
Eurovision magic.
Yeah, no. Best cleaners in the whole of Europe.
Crack on with the story.
Yeah, all right, Soz.
In the first rehearsal, the glass breaking thing didn't work.
Awkward, yeah.
Therefore, Sweden were given an extra rehearsal to give it another go.
That's
and as you can see
generous.
from that clip, it looked like the final one didn't do what it was
Well,
meant
he
to.
did a
or
double.
like-
I think what they've planned is they said to him, if it doesn't go, do another
We'll just
punch
go like,
afterwards.
boom.
And then do that. Also, you could tell he was worried about that bit because that was a bit he slung slightly off key, didn't he? That bit. And you could tell he was really thinking like, is the glass going to break? So, yeah. But
it did.
It did.
It
and
looked
he was
fabulous.
fine. And it great.
Talking about the rehearsals, Eric said, it feels great. And this is, I forgot, this is really good.
Okay.
This is a really good quote. I laughed out loud earlier rereading this, like in front of colleagues.
This is after winning.
Then this was at the rehearsals.
Okay.
Yeah, during the rehearsals. It feels great after the first rehearsal. I just focused on all the important stuff, like cameras and angles. I'm going to focus a little bit more on the singing and dancing part on the next rehearsal.
That sums it up perfectly. I will be popular. Oh, my body wants you, but I will be popular. As long as I look great. As long as I look great, that's the main thing I'm happy about.
So good.
He's so good.
On the night, the big night, the final, Eurovision, there,
okay.
live, happening. Eric performed in 7th position.
Okay, early doors.
Early doors. And unfortunately, came in eventual 3rd place with 185 points. Pipped to the post. Just pipped to the post.
It's not bad though.
It was the best result for Sweden since 1999
Wow.
when Charlotte Peretti won with the song Take Me to Your Heaven.
Yeah.
One of my favourite Eurovision songs ever.
It is.
And another Melfest repeat offender.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, return. Just give up. Just give it up. 3rd's not bad.
3rd's great.
And
It was
especially-
Sweden's 5th 3rd place in Eurovision history.
That's good.
Really good.
And I hadn't realised Sweden had such a drought. Surprising that they had such a drought between 1999 and 2011.
11. Yeah, I know. They're like since then they're it just
Smashing
shows,
it.
man, that it's like even someone like Sweden who makes the greatest pop music in the world. World of Eurovision, you can go a good 12 years and no one gives a fuck.
Well,
well, I say no one gives a fuck. Maybe it would done
4th, 5th.
Yeah,
I would.
They're never in the bottom.
Yeah, I
the
would.
right hand side of the board.
I was with you there for a minute of hope of like, yeah, it's like us, and I was like, it's probably not
It's
like
not
us.
like us. No, absolutely not. They'll have still done very well.
Yeah.
Popular was released in Sweden that year and reached number 1 on the Swedish charts. By July, it sold over 40,000 copies in Sweden, reaching double platinum.
Shit, yeah. What about the ringtones though, Isabel?
It doesn't say.
What are the ringtones? Because
I'm presuming that's also ringtone charts.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
When you typed it into a Nokia and you made your own song.
Bloop.
Me and my mates taught ourselves how to do. Did you do that on a Nokia?
Yeah.
Where you key in your own ringtone.
Yeah.
We did Alien Ant Farm and Sum 41 Fat Lip.
Genius.
Me and
That's
my friend
good.
Kat Mortimer.
You could have made money off that. You could have sold the thing online. You didn't, but that's fine.
The internet was still
Didn't happen
dial-up
then.
modems
True.
then.
No, you could have sold
We're
the code.
Archaic now, mate.
No, we're old-fashioned.
I know. Gross. Oh
Uh,
God, I'm 29 next month. In like a few weeks.
Sorry to our listeners older than that, but I think most of our listeners are younger than us.
No. It also reached number 4 in the Belgian Flanders charts, number 23 in the Belgian Wallonia charts.
2 of them, because you need 2 now.
It got to number 17 in Finland, number 29 in Austria, number 27 in Ireland, number 48 in Germany, and again, UK. I'm going to be angry at you about things.
Come on.
Number 76.
Boo, UK.
Crap that gets to the top 10 in
I
our charts,
know.
especially in 2011.
Yeah.
You're mental. Christ. The song was also listed at number 3 on popjustice.com's list of 45 best singles of 2011.
Hey, shit, that's good.
This is also one of my favourite bits. A censored version of the music video of the song was released on 14th of April 2011. The music video includes a dance battle.
Wait, what needed to be censored in the original version? What was he doing?
No, because I found a video and it's just... It's the campest, weirdest thing. Maybe because they're doing like dance fighting.
Oh yeah, no fighting in Sweden. I don't know.
It's so weird.
Why have they censored it?
It's
Unless there was a really
check it out, guys.
Really dirty version.
The official video for it is just beyond camp.
He does some
great.
good dancing though. That's how,
great dancing.
I like that. That's how Eric Sade. He's never been to a club, but that's what he thinks they're like. Like very organised, quite clean, a bit concretey and dark, but then like
dance battles.
A group of 4 good-looking lads get in a dance battle, and everyone cheers them on.
Yeah,
that's a nightclub.
And then they have a real fight.
Maybe that's in. Do they really in the video?
Yeah, they have like it's like.
Oh, they get in each other's face.
Kind of choreographed dance like fighting.
Wow.
Not like fight.
Not like real fighting.
Maybe
that's what they are like in Sweden. It's all like it's like
everything's choreographed over there.
Yeah, it's like Waterworld at Disneyland. It's like all like choreographed fighting and like people falling off balconies going whoa and stuff like that. Like, and everyone's in the club going like, yeah, this is cool. It's like a fight, but there's never a real fight. It's all pretend.
Love it.
It's like club experience. Yeah. Anyway, this is my dream.
Remaining a Eurovision icon, Eric was co-host in the green room where the finalists await their results at Eurovision at the Eurovision Song Contest 2013 in Malmo. While hosting, he said to co-host Petra Meder, "Back to you, Petra. #MILF."
Oh, no. So if you're going to censor anything, censor that. #MILF. Oh. Perhaps the 2 worst words put next to each other. He's a young boy, isn't he? He doesn't know.
Bless him.
Also, though, Petra, I'm not
marry
going to
her.
say
I'd marry her.
She's marry her. Great. She's great.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah, we haven't spoken about Petra that much on this show.
Oh, not for
a while. Fucking great.
She's one of the ones that I have in like. I'm saving
in the back catalogue.
Like, I need to do
some
real.
We're gonna have to do an All-Stars season. The All-Stars.
Next year.
Maybe next year we'll do an All-Stars. Eurovision All-Stars. We'll get them on as well. We'll phone them.
Oh, Petra. She's so goddamn good.
She's fucking great.
In 2015, Eric had another pop at Eurovision,
Shit, I didn't know that.
participating in Melody Festival and with the song Sting. Coming first in his semi-final,
Wow.
yet again, he eventually placed 5th, but losing to actual Eurovision Song Contest winner 2015, Måns Zelmerlöw.
Yeah.
So if you're going to lose to the best.
Lose to the best, lose to the winner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Can't feel
good-
sad about that.
Yeah. We are the heroes of our time. It's got nothing to do with anything. I just wanted to say it.
Eric is still making music, although a lot more grown up now.
Is it? Oh.
He's released 5 albums.
Wow.
And a lovely chill out dance track earlier this year
Wow.
called Another Week. He's also being just like generally really handsome on Instagram. I wasn't
is he?
following him until now.
Now
Now.
you are.
He looks like he could be Måns' younger brother.
How old is he now? What's his age now? Is he all right?
Is he all right? What do you mean?
Is it all right to look at him like that?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like a fully grown adult.
Okay, all right. Just checking, just making sure.
He's like...
Don't get defensive. Just
he's
get
like-
real
he
defensive.
must be our age.
Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, it's good.
Must
Good
be
for
late
him.
20s by now.
Yeah, all right, cool.
No, he's a real hunk. Like,
Yeah.
genuinely looks like younger Måns. He's got some stubble.
Måns will always be my number one. I haven't thought about Måns properly in a long time, and I'm just sort of getting back into it. Has he released an album recently? I don't know. If he has, I'll listen to it. I'll listen to anything he does. Måns.
Stop.
Sorry.
He's
Sorry.
getting excited. So that's it.
Yay!
It's just
That's
a little
the
one.
end. Listen, follow. No, it
Just
wasn't
a
a little
little
one.
one.
We're fine. We're nearly at time already.
Oh, great. That's all right then.
He's great. That song in itself.
love
After we
that
went
song.
out on that Friday night on the bus home, I watched it. I listened to it. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, fucking great. Just enjoyed it on the bus home. It was
I can
really
tell
good.
you're tired, mate.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I have some of that.
Give me some Moldovan wine.
Oh, it's not great.
Stop.
It's really yellow.
It's really...
It's like almost
really yellow.
the colour of wee after a night out.
It is. No, you are not at all wrong
Yeah,
there.
it's
It's
a
the
very-
colour of wee when you have not drunk enough water.
Yeah. Thank you for
Great.
that. I like them. Like,
There you go.
it's good. Like,
Just a little fun one.
He's a great guy, and it's a great song. And if we can all be a little bit more like Sade or Sade, we'll all we'll all be better. I am tired. I'll be honest. I am tired.
Well, I look forward to this song then, mate.
No, don't start with your bloody aspersions already.
Always. I've always got aspersions.
No, you're full of aspersions. So there was some controversy. Well, not controversy. There were some differing opinions about my song last week that you undermarked me. I'm not
Never.
gonna argue it, but there was at least 2 people who thought it deserved higher than that. But
Well, my count, my vote counts for more than 2
you are
people.
You are
so
the-
I win still
judge, jury, and executioner
of everything.
of all. So we're gonna move to my song, and I have done a song.
Roland's so
Which,
tired.
No,
Just announce the song.
No, so I wanted to. I thought about it, and I always try to think of a market that I haven't tapped into yet. I've done the women and the gays. I've tried to do the sort of teen boys with like a sexy song.
That sounds wrong.
Yeah, that sounds wrong.
Keep going.
Sorry, move on. So what I haven't tapped into yet.
Mums.
No, I did the women and the gays, like with the man.
I'm not a mum.
All right, yeah, but they're you're not a mum, but all mums are women. Is that allowed to say? Yeah, I can say that.
Can I say all mums are women?
I don't know anymore.
Okay,
So
keep
anyway,
going.
yeah.
Right.
So I thought, you know what happens? We've got a regular stream from the X Factor of your teen boy bands, and after One Direction, there was Kingsland Road. Do you remember Kingsland Road? Yeah. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
One of them went to youth theatre with me.
Which one?
Zach.
I don't know which one.
He was the one with the really curly hair, big curly hair.
Amazing.
Anyway.
Amazing.
Yeah, so you got those. So I'm thinking, right, we're using X Factor, rejects UK. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking, let's get a boy band in. Let's target those tween girls to fall in love with a lovely boy band and get their mum and dad to vote for them. So I have written a song, and I want you to imagine it's a maybe 4 or 5 boy lineup.
Okay, my eyes are shut. I'm
There's
imagining.
your usual lineup. There's your slightly edgy one. There's your one that is the best singer, but definitely sort of doesn't have the best looks in the band. There's the one that will probably come out as gay at some point.
Absolutely.
And there's the one that will later father Cheryl Tweedy Cole's baby.
Yeah.
So, and they are on stage representing the United Kingdom with a song called Fan Club. Here we go.
She's got control of me, and I try hard just to resist, but she's all I can see. She makes my lights go dim. She could take on every other girl and she'd still win. All the boys would like to meet her, to get to know her, to make her go, oh my God. But they don't know her, not like I know her, not in the dreams I have. The way she bites her lip, my raison d'etre, my greatest hit. But she don't know me cause we don't flow. I'm just a fan, I'll never run the show. Oh, she don't know who I am. I'll always be her biggest fan, oh. And if you're caught on her drug, then come and join this fan club, oh. When she looks me in my eye, there's nothing too important, there's no mountain high. And my tongue goes way too dry. No words come out my mouth, I feel like I could die. Then she says, I'd like to meet ya, to get to know ya. She makes me say, oh my God, it's nice to meet ya. Now let me show ya all the dreams I had. And after all those days, I never realized things could change. She takes me by the hand and tells me that she's always been my biggest fan, oh. And now she knows who I am. She'll always be my biggest fan, oh. And now we're caught up in love. We're in each other's fan clubs, yeah.
There you go. That was Fan Club by an as yet unnamed boy band, but I'm going to call them Popcorn. Isabel, what did you think of Fan Club?
Oh my God, that was so weird.
It's different, isn't it? It's a little bit different.
I laughed. Like, I just kept laughing.
Yeah.
Like, I just kept, like, bursting out with little bursts of, like... So I was quite into it. I was like,
Yeah.
I was bopping along throughout.
Yeah.
Start off with, was thinking, he might have done a bloody good one here. Like, this might be bloody great. The lyrics... Loved him.
All
about the lyrics.
Yeah.
And the initial like dun, 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 kind of thing. In the melody.
Yeah.
Lovely. Chorus, melody in the chorus. It just all sounded a bit. I thought because it's the background is a bit video game.
Oh, right, okay.
Backgroundy to me,
yeah.
which was fine when you're leading into it, like in the first verse or whatever.
Yeah.
But then for the chorus, it needed something more solid behind it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
The chorus melody let you down there.
Yeah.
I'm afraid, mate.
Well, I struggled.
It was a little
with
bit what are they called? Duvet day.
Duvet day.
Duvet day.
Yeah. I tried
trip.
Oh yeah, the road trip. My influences were far and wide with this one. So obviously there's One Direction, You Don't Know You're Beautiful, but then there's also like Wheatus, Teenage Dirtbag, like where she's like, oh, she's so beautiful, she'll never notice me, and then like she's like, then she notices me.
Yeah.
All those sort of
Yeah,
things.
no, I like that. Yeah, I liked how the song progressed in terms of
Yeah.
like we're in each other's fan club.
Yeah, good
Love
one, right?
Yeah, that's super cute.
Yeah. I try.
But chorus melody let you down there, I'm afraid, mate.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
I'm going to have to do this from a very subjective. I always forget which one's which.
One of the two. Objective. Yeah, objective. Well, you being objective. Yeah, you're being objective.
I'm being objective about this.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this one. So, song name again, Fan Club?
Fan Club.
Fan Club.
By Popcorn.
By Popcorn with a K.
Yeah.
The members of Korn that have now formed a pop boy band. The children of Korn. The children of Korn.
The children of Korn make Popcorn. Who got rejected on the X Factor.
Cease.
Yeah, that beat last week. So
What was last
I'm
week's?
happy it was 5. You only gave it 5, mate. Yeah, you were in a bad mood or something. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
No, I think that's fine. I got a 6 for it. You know what? It was
6.
fine. I was experimenting with a few new tools that I have under my belt.
It made me smile, but you let yourself down on the chorus.
Isabel, as long as I make you smile. Then
Oh, he's a charmer. He's a charmer, ladies. New York ladies, watch out. Roland Bodnam. He's got his
Hey,
songs.
I'm walking here over to your place.
Oh, you're going to be a
God.
nightmare.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to be awful.
Jesus. Right. So, we've got nothing more to say, mate.
No.
We're going to end this. Oh, actually, I've got something to say.
Oh, God. You're going to have it out with me. What's wrong? What's happened?
No, not about you. I just thought then, you've not given any gifts for a while.
Oh, shit, we
It's
haven't
because you
Wankers.
are rubbish and none of you sent us a bloody song. And we're basically at the end of this series now. Like, Roland's going in a couple of weeks. Next week, there's not going to be an episode because Roland, being the fancy man that he is off in bloody Las Vegas filming things with his bloody camera, as always. Which means that the week after next, so Thursday, the 2nd of November, will be our final episode of the series.
Of this season.
We're going to do a big, of this season, yeah. So we'll do a big bumper episode, because obviously it's Roland's last one in the UK.
Blah.
And we'll have a little break. So same as we did earlier in the year after Eurovision was on. We had a few weeks off. We had like 6 weeks off or whatever, 5 weeks. Going to do the same thing now.
Yeah.
Like, Roland needs time to settle into New York. I need time to grieve that he's gone. Then there's Christmas.
Yeah.
So we will keep in touch though in terms of when the next season is going to start.
But it'll be if not end of December, early January.
Yeah.
And in time, we're not going to miss any of like proper Eurovision season. Like
absolutely goddamn not.
we're
and then we'll be international.
Yeah, we will.
International podcast.
And we might even do the first couple of episodes in person together because Isabel might be coming to visit me in New York.
Not might.
There she
My
is.
flights are booked.
She is.
It's happening. There's no might about it. I'm arriving Christmas Day.
she
I'm
is.
your gift.
Are you arriving Christmas Day?
Yeah, 9 a.m.
Bloody hell. Jesus Christ.
You don't have to worry about that though.
No, I'll get to the airport. I'll welcome you. I'll hold one of them boards up.
He's such a dreamy little babe, isn't he? It's
I'm
a
not doing anything
shame
else.
Don't love him in that way.
Someone will one day. Right.
So, Roland,
Yes.
we're going to end the podcast the same way we end every podcast this season.
Yeah.
Would you rather win Eurovision
Wow.
as Tanal Padar and Dave Benton with the song Everybody, which ironically nobody understands how it won Eurovision.
No, it did win Eurovision though. That's
But they won.
It did win Eurovision.
They won.
Yeah, okay. It won Eurovision.
Or
Or
move to New York and have a successful career as a video producer type person.
Oh.
You could win Eurovision.
But that'd be Dave Benton and
In fact, let me change it. Would you rather move to New York and be a successful video person, or win Eurovision next year for San Marino?
I'd win Eurovision next year for San Marino.
And you'd quit New York.
Don't tell my boss. But come on, it's Eurovision, 200 million people.
It'd be pretty good, wouldn't it?
It'd be pretty good.
San Marino.
And then I don't know what, like, it would open doors, though. It would open some doors.
It would for your
It would
video
open some
stuff.
Nah.
No.
Podcast.
Just
Podcasts would
music and podcasts.
this podcast would do the well off the back of winning Eurovision, wouldn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah, it would do all right.
A little
wouldn't
bit.
it?
All right, let's focus on that. Fuck New York. All right, he's not going anymore. We're not. None of us are going.
Just so my
He
boss
is
knows, I'm
going.
definitely
He
going.
is going.
Uh,
So we're not going to see you next week. We're going to speak to you in 2 weeks' time, though.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks so much.
Love you, Anne.
Goodbye.
Bye.